Yo, what is going on everyone, and welcome back to the channel once again with Exhausted. What we're going to be doing in today's episode is we're going to be cracking on with the interior restoration on my MX-5 V2 Miata. And what that's going to entail is finishing off the whole front section off the car. So we've only got to do like the seats, rear carpets, everything like that to have it fully complete, which we should finish all in the following video after this, and then the interior will be revealed. So yeah, I'm going to jump in the MX-5, show you exactly where we're at with the restoration, and then crack on. So guys, as you can see, our dashboard's pretty much finished. We've got the door cards done on both sides, and yeah, the gauge cluster is in. Now that is getting a renovation, like I did say in the previous video, but not for the time being, because we are going, like you guys now know, on the Forever Rally, which is going to be epic. But yeah, let's grab the gauge cluster hood and pop that back on to the MX-5. As you guys can see, this looks absolutely epic. And if you didn't know, if you didn't see the previous video, this was actually painted with rattle cans and it has come out fantastic. Just look at the shine and the reflection on that, boys. But anyway, I'm going to set up the camera and bolt this back into the car. So guys, the gauge cluster hood is back in the car and it looks really awesome. Really pleased with how that's turned out. We go around the front and like you saw in those clips, it does look absolutely epic. And yeah, it does also cover up that horrible edge very nicely, so bang on. So now we're going to be working on this. As you can see guys, this doesn't quite match the colour which we've painted it, and it looks awful, but this is only a temporary solution until we get a double din head unit in here, which is going to cover up this whole section so you won't see any different colour plastic. And this part, I'm still working out exactly what we're going to do, because since we've deleted the heating and the fan basically within the car, we've got nothing which is going to fill up this section. So I might temporarily bolt the controls back in, or I might just make a plastic blanking plate to cover it up. I'm still trying to work out what we're doing with that. Right, so after a bit of thought, what I've decided I'm going to do, I'm going to put the heater controls back into the car for the time being, just to get it all ready for the event, and then basically, once we come back from the event, we'll look to make a custom panel for the area with loads of things on there, like a breaker switch to the battery, just so we can dead the battery whenever we need to. It'll make it easier than disconnecting the battery when working on the car, and yeah, a couple of other little bits and bobs. So what we're going to do, we're going to bolt all of that back together and get the front section bolted in. As you guys can see right here, we've got our radio, the actual panel which we've painted, and all the bits which go into that area, like our two gauges, our two AEM gauges, the true boost and the wideband. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wire and install all of this, and then yeah, that front section off the dashboard is pretty much finished. Oh yeah guys, and I forgot to mention in that clip, the flocked steering column cover is also going back in during this time lapse. So yeah, we'll catch up once all of this is back in and get an idea of what it's going to look like. So as you saw in those clips, we were putting in the front side of the interior of the MX-5, and it is pretty much all finished in terms of the front area where the dashboard is. So yeah, if we come around to the MX-5, and what I'll do is I will show you where we're at. So yeah, as you can see, that looks pretty mental chicken oriental, son. So we've got our flock cover back in there, that part of the dashboard, steering wheel. The centre console's all finished. Everything needs a wipe down obviously because it's a bit dirty. But yeah, really stoked with how that looks. These two gauges need to be wired up to have some power to them. So they're all going into this little terminal block down here, and that needs to be wired up. I'm going to be using the cigarette lighter to wire that in. And basically the one we were using before was way too small, and it actually melted because there were too many amps going through it, and the amps passing through it were basically too high what this is rated for. So yeah, we've upgraded to a bigger one, and what I'm going to be doing, I'm only going to be putting like 3 or 4 things in there, because before there was 8, and yeah, having 3 or 4 is going to ensure that it's not drawing too much current, and yeah, this will be safe. So now what we're going to do is we are going to put in our glove compartment. We're going to finish wiring up those little bits, put in the cigarette lighter, put in the 3 switches up there, and then put on the cover which goes and covers up that bit down there, and completely finish off this front section of the dashboard. But yeah, as you can see, it's pretty much all back together in terms of that front section. I'm really pleased with how it looks. It looks epic. So what we'll do is we'll catch up with a range of cinematic shots once the front end is completely done. As you can see in those clips, it looks absolutely sick. But yeah, anyway guys, it's getting late. It's about 7:30, which isn't necessarily late, but I've got a video conference at 8 o'clock and I need to have a bite to eat before that. So yeah, we're going to end the video there. I know it's been quite a lot shorter than normal, and I was going to do the wiring in today's video as well, but I just didn't have the time. I only had an hour and a half to work on the car today. So yeah, we cracked through as much as we possibly could do in that time. And yeah, what I'll do is in the next video, I'll do all of the wiring and get that centre console back into the car. But yeah guys, massive thanks for watching. Smash that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget, if you're new here, to subscribe down below. If you are already subscribed, then smash that notification bell down below. What are you waiting for? Doing that will mean you're automatically updated whenever I upload and whenever the latest exhaustive video comes out. And yeah guys, until the next one, adios.